Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good afternoon. My presentation today entitled Fulfilling the Aspiration of Malaysian Educational Blueprint 2013-2025 Issues and Challenges. My name is Yazid Bakar. I'm from Faculty of Education, Universiti Kebangsaan. Let's recap. What is the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013-2025? It is being it is a roadmap, basically a way forward plan established at the end of 2012. As we can see in the slide, it is claimed as the biggest shake-up ever of our education system, whereby it is a 13-year roadmap which will reshape how our policymakers, education officials, teachers, and parents, in other words, the holistic stakeholders, to deal with educating and teaching millions of our school children and preparing them and the nation for the future. Basically, the 13-year duration of this roadmap has been segregated into three stages. The first one is called Wave 1, turnaround system by supporting teachers and focusing on core skills, which is basically already completed in the year 2013 to 2015. The second phase called Wave 2, whereby the objective is to accelerate system improvement. It's ended in 2020 for the duration of 4 years. And basically, now we are in Wave 3 of the blueprint. And in Wave 3, we are intended we are projected to move towards excellence with increased operational flexibility. Now it's 2022. Basically, we have another 3 more years before this MEB, or Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 and 2025 will basically completed. As a refresher also, I think by now everybody have known that there are 11 shifts to anchor the transformation process of this of our national education system under this blueprint, whereby the 11th shift is basically translated into 5 system aspirations and 6 student aspirations. What are they? As we see, 5 system aspirations are access, quality, equity, unity, and efficiency. Whereby the description, the brief description of all aspiration can be found on the slides. And the 6 student aspiration basically in line with the national education philosophy ataupun falsafah pendidikan kebangsaan, whereby at the end of this blueprint, it is targeted to come out with generation of students who will have 6 quality, which is the first one is the leadership skills, then the bilingual proficiency, then thinking skills, students with knowledge, student with ethics and spirituality, and last but not least, student with national identity. These are the 6 student aspirations of this Malaysia Educational Blueprint. However, ladies and gentlemen, as I said just now, is about 3 more years before this 13 years roadmap should be completed. So to fulfill all these 5 system aspirations and 6 student aspirations, are there issues and challenges? Were everything being outlined in the early phase of establishing this blueprint? Are they going smooth? Are there issues and problems that maybe have impact towards the achievement of this blueprint at the end of the day? Definitely they are. Okay, in my paper, I have basically discussed 3 issues and challenges in terms of fulfilling the aspiration of MEB to 2013-2025. Basically, I describe briefly in the paper. However, for the purpose of today's presentation, I only highlighted the point. The first one is the issue is weak student progression, meaning to say after 10 years, we have another 3 years. After 10 years, student progression is still weak. Why? Because in the early establishment of this blueprint, they are benchmarking the student progression in terms of PISA and TIMS results. Are these results of international tests still relevant? Our students, are they in terms of PISA and TIMS results, are they there already? So this is something that we need to look at. First and foremost, the country or the nation that previously being referred as country or nation with good academic or good achievement in PISA and TIMS now is not benchmarking the educational system with this result anymore. So are we moving backwards? So this is the issue and challenges that we need to address. The second issue and challenge discussed in my paper is school dropouts across minority ethnic groups. Even though all the positive objective being set in this blueprint, however, the rate of school dropouts across minority ethnic groups, especially, is getting higher and higher. So, how are we talking about equity, access, and everything when we are facing this issue and we don't have a solution to this issue? The third issue and challenges that still are bothering us, even though this aspiration of MEB should be achieved in 3 years' times, is the urban and rural disparity. The gap of academic performance between students from urban area and rural or village area is still big. The gap is still big. Yeah, probably socioeconomic factor, infrastructure is becoming the contributing factors. However, in discussing issues and challenges, we need to find solution and strategies to resolve all these 3 main or vital issues and challenges that have been described in my paper. In general, two things need to be looked into if we want to adapt them as strategies to overcome issues and challenges. First, policies. There are policies that has not been achieved by our educational community, even though the policy has been established way back in 70s, 60s or 70s. In particular, the policy of 60-40, 60% students in science stream, 40% in art stream. It's not being achieved until today. So that's why, in order to fulfill the aspiration of this MEB 2013-2025, which only lasted about 3 years from now, first you have our Ministry of Education have to look back into their policies, the current policies, the future policies, the present policy, and also the past policies. Because it is important to enhance and maintain only relevant policies. Because that will address the issues of rural and urban disparity, weak student progression, and also school dropout just now. It's all about policies. Okay. The second strategy that we need to use in order to overcome issues and challenges, the three main issues just now, is to scrutinize the changing process of national curriculum. The problem with our national curriculum, and it is also, I would say, it's also because of the relation with policy establishment, is that we keep changing our national curriculum. Remember, at one time, we are using KBSR, KBSM, KSSM. Then we change the name of the assessment from SRP to PMR to PT3 to PBS. And then now we abolished the assessment for that Form 3 level. We change our assessment for primary school. At one time we have UPSR, now no more. So all matters pertaining to national curriculum need to be scrutinized, especially when you change the curriculum, when you abolish the curriculum. Because sometimes stakeholders at school level, the teachers, the administrators, the students, the parents, they need time to adjust. They need time to accept the transformation or the changing process, because we sometimes they are so used to the system already. For example, when UPSR is being abolished last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, parents are shocked and wonder how their kids are going to be placed into boarding school, into institution that they want, so on and so forth. So that's why the three issues just now, rural and urban disparities, school dropouts, especially among minority ethnic groups, and weak student progression are all related to policies and curriculum change. That's why if we want to tackle these issues, we need to look deeply and also at policy makers level to scrutinize our policies. And so, ladies and gentlemen, back to the topic of my presentation, fulfilling the aspiration of MEB 2013-2025, issues and challenges. I just want to share 2 points with all of you to ponder. Even though this roadmap, 13 years roadmap, is a very good guideline of how our national education system is going to be maneuvered by the government, especially the Ministry of Education. However, the national political scenario has great effect to the fulfillment of. This is one factor that we cannot deny. That's why now it's a very big questionnaire whether by 2025, whatever being streamlined will be achieved or not. Remember, it was launched in 2012, end of 2012, and it's basically started off 2030. Which government at that point of time? Barisan Nasional. What happened in 2018 in wave 2 duration? Who's the government that point of time? Who's the Minister of Education at that point of time? Pakatan Harapan. And see, after 22 months of that, in 2020, we changed the government again. Pakatan Nasional. Perikatan Nasional. So all these changes in all this change of government due to political turmoils basically has great effect to the fulfillment of MEB 2013-2025. When it was launched in 2012, you see the photo. The previous BNPM was shaking hand with the latest PN's Prime Minister, who were the Minister of Education at that point of time. And definitely now they are in different sides. So that's why we foresee there might be problems or issues in fulfilling this blueprint, basically. The second point, to close my presentation, the second point I would like to ponder to all of you is the capability of successfully realizing the direction in 3 years' time depends on how the Ministry of Education is going to strategize to cope with the 3 vital issues and challenges. So I said just now, from 2013 to 2022, these 10 years, we have 3 basically different government, the change of government. So a lot of changing in policy and in educational curriculum that I mentioned in my previous slide happened during this duration of government changes. That's why for the next 3 years with the current government, we know that we are going to face the election, the general election soon. Most probably we're going to have another change within these 3 years. That's why it becomes another issues and challenges, and we don't know whether the aspiration of this blueprint can be fulfilled when year 2025 ended 3 years from now. As we also know by now, Vision 2020 is not being achieved. So most probably the completion of this MEB is also doubtful for the time being. So with that, I close my presentation, my sharing. Details of what been presented can be found in my full paper in the proceedings. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh for the opportunity to present in this conference. Thanks.